Łudzinika.
Set3, you can't really afford to be losing games. And it all comes down to this. It's going to be one best of one here now.
On Arena of all maps. So this could get crazy. Patience with solid micro in that game, though.
I can't believe he stayed calm throughout that entire game when he was about to get kicked out of SSL. He's like, no, I know how to do this. Like he was just turning into a machine or something. Had no emotion in that one.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. Looks like we're going to jump into our third and final game here on Arena in this PvZ. Will soO from SKT or Patience from Dead Pixels advance to the next round of losers?
Here we are on Arena for the last match of this PvZ. Up in the top left in the red, the Zerg player, it is soO.
And his opponent in blue at the bottom left, it is Patience. Holding off a crazy hatchery spine push all in from soO in the previous set. And Probe gonna probe scout very early for Patience this time.
Yeah, just to make sure, I suppose. It's gonna be going for that Nexus pretty early, so just wants to be careful. Pretty short distance rush map.
I wonder if Patience will try to use the short rush distance to do an all-in of some kind on this map. Because of the way that Zerg players have been dominating with Hydra Roach Lurker in this matchup. It's going to start with a double gate, like a two-gate Adept push. If Immortals came out of
Two-gate Immortal will be insane, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that at any time while I'm casting Starcraft.
For those of you guys who watched and followed, like the hardcore Starcraft 1 fans that were waiting for Starcraft 2 when it was announced and stuff, all you guys watched the old battle reports with Dustin Browder and David Kim. The Immortal used to be able to warp in. In fact, all Robo units, even the Colossus, I believe, used to be able to warp in at pylons and warp prisons. So, kind of crazy to think about that.
Yeah, I'm glad they took that out pretty fast.
Cannons used to also be able to move in pylon power, the same way that Zerg players can use the Spine Crawler to move on creep. Bunkers never could walk. Although there was
poor bunkers, man.
There was concept art. I don't know if this was ever released to be like a thing in a multiplayer alpha or anything, but where a Zerg could infest a bunker, that it would like crawl on 4 legs and actually shoot Marines out of it.
What?
Which sounds terrifying. You can't repair a Zerg, but still, I mean, a walking bunker is a scary thought.
Could you transfuse it?
Probably. I think it became biological, most likely.
Well,
but anyway, I don't know if it was ever in multiplayer. I just saw concept art of it.
Yeah. Would be a different game, different times. And we are having this double Adept opening. soO has seen this, so he's going to be more than prepared. I mean, it's pretty popular. Zergs know how to deal with this, so just going to get the Queen out on the corner of the creep and start poking at the Adepts, force them possibly to warp, and have your Lings in position. But finding 4 of them alone.
Surprised he wasn't being more aggressive with his Adepts versus the Queen itself, actually, because she was caught between 2 creeps. Actually over move commanding there, missing a few Ling kills and teleporting into Lings, taking a lot of extra damage. Not a very successful 2-gate pressure here. Shut down pretty hard.
Yeah, he's got more Adepts on the way, but only 3. And he's going to stop there, going to transition into Stalker, Sentry, and a Robo on the way. We'll see what other kind of harass damage he can really do here with the Adepts. Just going to cancel there.
What if he'll take that Forbidden Island with his Warp Prism coming out of the Robo? No one has ever done it before. Don't think it'll happen, but it'd be exciting to see that.
Yeah. Do have a Forge on the way pretty early.
Yeah, that's usually a good sign of late game oriented play. Also safety. When you don't have an Oracle to defend your third base, sometimes a Forge can be the best way because you can just make photon cannons. We don't see him moving out to take a third anytime soon yet, though. And going Immortals. So he might be making the Forge almost as an illusion and doing an Immortal push or something crazy like that. It's possible.
Who knows? Gonna stick on 2 base for now. soO actually made a nice swell of links to make sure he wasn't making that 3rd base.
Yeah, there's even a link checking for probes coming down. It looks like the probe is going to come down and get killed, in fact, by that link. Seen it on the minimap right now, happening in real time. Meanwhile, Adept's shading a little bit. That probe is still dying on the minimap. Looks like it barely survived. Saved by Stalkers and Adepts. I'm casting the minimap for you guys. Telling you guys what's going on down there. The probe is alive. There
Still alive.
Not for longer, perhaps, if he commits. Nope. It's too many choke points for Zerglings. They're a bit scared about that.
Yeah, and he was getting those pylons slowly over closer there, just to make sure he can put down some overcharges if need be.
All Zerglings are claustrophobic. It's just a fact.
Is that true?
Yeah.
They're so small, though. How is that? I mean,
because if someone force fields them in those close spots, or they get surrounded by Marines or something, they can't run away. Or if they try to go in between 2 spots, like if 2 mineral patches are there and a Marine's in between them, they don't want to go in that small space.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they're used to the freedom, you know, they're so fast, run around the map.
They like big open fields. Even though they can squeeze through those places, those are the lone wolf Zerglings, the solo lings that are pretty okay with that, but when you get them in big numbers, they get a bit stressed out. They're always concerned about where the fire exit is and stuff. I mean, you've seen the Zerglings swarm before. Yeah. It gets a bit messy. Blink on the way. +1 is finished, and this is starting to look more like a Heart of the Swarm build, minus the Disruptor and the Warp Prism drop coming around. But otherwise, if you start +2 right now, I'd be like, did we take a time machine?
Well, you can always port some of the old ideas into the newer expansions. And we are going to see an Immortal drop. Going to try to snipe a Queen here and just trade a bit, you know? It's so easy to just use that barrier and then pick up and take 0 damage while essentially getting free damage at the same time. On a map like this, you might as well, if you're going to be making Immortals, and you are going to have a Warp Prism, no doubt. So as long as you have the multitasking for it, do it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's only been in recent times, like really in the last 2 years or so, people have started having that mindset, using their extra APM for things like this. But Disruptor's on the way, 5 more gates, +2 in Blink, but he didn't see the Spire. Now, this means that Warp Prism may just end up dying straight away, but also if he's out of position when these mutas hit his base, it's going to be a long walk home.
Yeah, he's going to force the army actually to deal with this drop. Look at how much damage these Immortals do to the hatchery already, getting down to about 1/4. Is he going to focus it? He's trying to. He's thinking about it. He's going to force these links to stay around at least.
Well, here comes the Mutalisk flock, and that's actually going to show him what he's up to. Meanwhile, that Bros army is moving out. He's going to try to split these units into 3 groups to minimize or maximize the time it takes to clear them. I might even click on that hatchery again. Good defense with the Lings.
He's trying to, but at the same time, he's getting into a position. This is so important. The Disruptor, totally misses.
It looked like it was going to be so good, too, like this one. This one hits a lot of roaches. Big Guardian Shield here, a nice Force Field, but the 11 mutas are going straight for the 3rd base.
Yeah, they're going for the throat, man. There is a cannon over there.
And a few more Warped-in Stalkers. He actually just got about 8 more Stalkers over here.
So the Ship Corps desperately trying to float back, put down some overcharges. Should be able to get there in time. I don't think too much damage is going to come down. Actually loses a muta. Yeah,
but he's going to go for the natural now instead. The other issue, though, is that this army is still knocking at now the 3rd base of soO. Oh, this Disruptor shot!
Oh, doesn't really get a huge hit there. Gets a Ravager. That one's pretty decent. He's got so many Blink Stalkers, and +2 is about to finish. Do not forget about this.
Yeah.
He's going to do so much damage with all of those Stalkers. If he can finally deal with all these mutas, which he is with only Photon Overcharge.
Yeah, if he sniped that Mothership Core, this would be a totally different game, but he didn't. And keep in mind, every time the Disruptor shot misses, soO is still having to move command all of his units, so they're losing attack time. Okay, here we go. These are some great force fields.
And the shot can go through the force field. He's going to be able to get a decent amount. Oh, the Hydras! Oh, a bunch of roaches go down too.
This is starting to really add up. Good blink onto the mutas as well to protect those Disruptors, but a few of them getting caught by Hydras on the right side. They're both going to go down, and this attack gets a lot weaker, but he keeps warping in Blink Stalkers, and he's actually starting to get ahead in supply.
I don't know if soO's going to have enough. He has to pull the drones here. Another couple great force fields, some drones squeaking by. Oh, he's getting surrounded. The Blink Stalker micro is so important right now.
Oh man, this micro is too good. soO is gonna get knocked out. GG. Patience, the first Protoss to beat Zerg in this tournament. Whoa.
Oh man, I didn't expect something like that on that map, but I guess it works.
The force fields were really good.
And soO is almost dumbfounded in the booth. He's like, wow, I didn't know I could lose that way.
You know, there were a few things that went wrong for soO. Like, he went for a heavy commitment to mutas that, because he never killed that mothership core, he never focused on it, just couldn't do the damage he needed. The game, all of those stalkers he was warping in, that won him the game, 7 stalkers, those continual warp-ins, would not have been paid for if the mutas did their harassment damage.
Well, guys, we're going to hear from Patience. That is a huge win for him. Now let's see what he has to say.
기쁘시죠 많이? 승리 소감 어떠신가요?
네,
You must be happy. How do you
판
feel?
하는데 손이 너무 안 움직여서 질 줄 알았는데 이겨서
In
너무
the first
기쁜
set,
것
his
같아요.
hand didn't really move in the way he wanted.
오늘 페이션스
Very nervous in the
선수
beginning.
아이디만큼이나 정말 인내로 막는 모습 정말 인상 깊었습니다. 이
He
세트가
showed
사실
his
얼스
patience
선수가
in the
필승을
second
짜온
set.
전략인 것 같았어요. 전진부화장으로 좀 조지현 선수를 흔들어 놓으려고 했던 것 같은데
soO built the forward
언제
hatchery right outside your base.
막았다라고 깨달으셨나요?
When did you know that you were going to be able to
멸자가 세
defend that
마리
build?
모여가지고 그때쯤 이제 상대 드론이 없을
had
것
three
같아서
immortals.
아 막았다 이겼다 생각했어요.
정말
He knew
불멸자가
that soO
끝까지
didn't
안
have a lot of
죽고
drones back at
막아내는
home.
모습 인상 깊었습니다.
And once he took a couple of good
아, 근데
fights,
진짜 좀 놀랬어요.
He was able to
마지막
win. He
경기
had the
뭐
tech advantage.
2세트 같은 경우에는 불멸자가 살면서 조금 더 안정적인 분위기가 빨리 찾아왔다고 한다면 마지막 경기는 끝날 때까지 몰랐단 말이에요.
네,
뮤탈리스크를 봤을
In
때
the first set.
어떤 생각이 들었습니까? 저는 거기서 아 이번 경기는 어윤수가 잡겠다라고 생각을 했었거든요.
아, 저도 뮤탈을 아예 배제하고 게임을 했는데
How
뮤탈이
did you feel in the
떴길래
late game of the
아
third
지금
set?
안 가면 못 이긴다 생각하고
He didn't think that soO was
바로
going to make
가서
Mutalist.
이겼어요.
네, 그 분열기와 전멸 추적자를 좀 메인 테마로
Saw a few of
결정하고
them.
나왔는데 전멸 추적자가 약간 공허유산
That's the
들어와서는
exact
이건 좀
moment that he
써서는
knew
안
he could
된다.
take
왜냐?
the set.
가시족 때문에 이런 말들이 있잖아요. 전멸을 선택한 이유가 뭐가 있나요?
아 그 최근에
Why did you go for
광자가가
Blink
너프돼가지고
and that many
불사조를
stalkers?
원래 써야 되는데 불사조 쓰기가 힘들더라고요. 그래서 전멸을 다시 해야 될 것 같아서
You have to use Phoenixes, but it got
네.
nerfed
아,
recently.
김준호 선수도
So he was
탈락시키고
just going to use Blink
거기에
instead.
어윤수까지
네.
군단의 심장에서 내노라는 그 최고의 선수들만 꺾으면서 올라가고 있어요.
네.
사실 레더에서
defeated
조지현
a lot
선수가
of good
굉장히 강한
players
모습
to
보여주고
advance.
있지만 대회에서 조지현 선수가
They're
이렇게
also doing
구간을
really well in the ladder.
들어오는 건 처음인 것 같거든요. 막 우승자 출신들을 막 하나둘씩 꺾어가면서 느끼는 희열 같은 거 없나요?
You're defeating a lot of former
아,
champions.
일단
How do you feel about that?
잘하는 선수분들 이겨서 기분이 엄청 좋은데 그 대회에서 제 실력이
He's
너무
really
안
happy to defeat
나와가지고
those very strong players.
너무 아직은 좀
He doesn't perform
기분은
that
안
well
좋은
in
것 같아요.
tournaments.
아직 더 보여줄 게 남아 있나요 경기력으로?
He
네, 조금
wants
더
to
적응해서
advance
좋은
further
경기력으로
to be satisfied with himself.
네, 패자조지만 이제 결승까지 사실 얼마 남지 않았습니다. 응원해주시는 팬들에게도 한 말씀
You're one
부탁드릴게요.
set closer to the finals. Any
항상
final words to your fans?
비나익이나 그 와주시는 팬분들하고
Thanks for coming down to the studio,
응원해주시는
supporting me.
팬분들 감사하다고 말하고 싶어요.
Regardless of if I win or
네, 여러분
lose,
오늘의 승리자 조지현 선수에게 큰 박수
and
부탁드립니다.
look forward to my next match. Pretty straightforward interview from Patience there. Very happy he's defeating all these big name players.
Yeah, he's looking really solid. Beat soO, and he's on his way. We've got one more best of 3 for you guys. It's coming up after this commercial break. We'll see you after this.